All right, we got a 2014 Ford F250 Super Duty. This one's got the gasser in it. I think it's a 6.2 liter V8, but we're gonna be changing out this steering stabilizer shock. You can see it's just completely rotted out and it started leaking real bad. So we picked up just an aftermarket one from Monroe. They make all kinds of shocks and struts and steering stuff, stabilizers. So in order to take this thing off, which is very easy to do, we've got one 15mm bolt on the passenger side, and we've got one 18mm nut on the driver's side. You can see how much rust is on here. I'm just gonna clean these threads up real quick before I hit these, and it's already pre-oiled, so that's a bonus. The impact gun, try to get these out. We've got a nice little impact swivel from Olsa Tools. They sell all kinds of tools at affordable prices, so go check them out. All right, there's one. You can see we've got some red Loctite on there. All right, there's the nut. Now this thing should just come out of here, and I believe we got to transfer it onto our new stabilizer, but I'm just gonna give this a whack and see if we can't get it separated out of there. I'm gonna go try to find a puller. Yep. It's on quite the end. Probably just gonna slip off. We did it. See, that's why it's important to buy 50 different kinds of pullers that do one job, and they each cost $200. You gotta have the right puller. Okay, now we got this out of here. We have to get this out of this. And I'm guessing it just slides out. Bam! That was easier than I thought. All right, so here's some aftermarket stabilizer bolts and U-bolts and whatever that they're just a double-ended stud with nuts on the end. This Ford one, it's a press-in style. I'm guessing, anyways, that's how they had to get it in there. Was they just literally they just press this thing in, right? Now so yeah, I guess actually once we got it cleaned up, it looks like this is just stamped. So they put the washer on and then basically just stamps it together and curls the metal over to keep this from coming off. So that's how they would have done it, is put this in and then the washer goes on and then it gets crimped on. So live and learn. I'm still gonna try to get it in and see if there's a way to do it. But yeah, I guess for next time, just spend the extra money and get either the Ford part that I'm guessing probably comes with that installed already, or just buy these aftermarket studs and not mess around. All right, so there's our bushing. I just wanted to see if this would fit in there. It does, but it leaves you literally no room. I think it's tight. It's even almost like too tight to go through just by itself without the bushing. So, I might need to. Okay, I'm gonna need like some way to like press this in. All right, so I lubed the snot out of it, and then when it's sitting on here like this, I just set it in the vise, and I took my dead blow, and I just hit it really hard, and then it slipped on. So now that this is on here, I'm gonna try the next impossible feat, which is basically pressing this into this, and it's gonna be real tough, but I think what I'm gonna do is just go over to the press. I might actually just like smooth this edge off a little bit. It will go through, but it's like just a little bit too tight in certain places. So I'm just gonna smooth that down just a smidge, just for this particular application. And then I'm gonna lube it up once again. Lots and lots of lube. And we're basically just gonna go over to the press, and I'll set up some sort of like socket or a cup that this can sit on. And I'm just gonna press this thing right in. Yeah, this press sucks until we get it fixed. Put it in the microwave for a little bit.
Oh, is it accordioning?
Yeah, because we gotta fold this piece out. All right, we're doing the impossible. I got a little bit of pressure on there. We hit it with the heat gun, get it warm. And I'm just using these seal removal tools from Snap-on. I'm just going around and just sort of feeding the rubber down the side here. And trying to get this to just slip in, compress the rubber enough.
You just need to put some more pressure.
Yeah. The stud was hitting the bottom of the socket. That's why I got like stuck. All right, so unfortunately the parts that we got just aren't gonna work without a new stud, so that's great. More for you to know if you go ahead to buy the Monroe products that are just the shock. Make sure you buy hardware too, or just forget that piece of scrap and actually buy a good steering stabilizer. The once you put this in, the nut that holds that stud on there is 66 foot-pounds, and then the bolt that goes on this side is 59 foot-pounds. Now, I would probably just clean off the bolt, maybe put a little bit of red Loctite on there. There was some from the factory, so might not hurt to just put some more on there. Make sure that the steering stabilizer doesn't fall off, because that's pretty important. Besides that, that's all there is to it. Hopefully you don't have as much of a problem getting this one off as I did. It really wasn't too bad once I put the thing on there, but yeah, just a forewarning for anybody that's going to be throwing a steering stabilizer on there. Make sure that it either comes with the new stud installed in it, or
We'll put a good one in the description.
yeah, we'll put a good one in the description. That way you don't have to mess around and find out like I did. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this video helps. Like, comment, and subscribe.